My Sweet Lord, Damian Marley. I fuck with this song. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got a chance to look at it or listen or watch it, but what drew me to the article, I mean what drew me to the song was an article about how he filmed the video in San Blanque de Basilo. San Blanque de Basilo is recognized as the first free town for Africans in the Americas. I guess a bunch of slaves in like the 1600s ran away from a Spaniard, either a slave master or somebody bringing them over there, and they were able to get to this part of Colombia, build walls around it, and it was a place where freed slaves or escaped slaves would go to like live out their lives. And the video is really powerful. I will say, like, it might just be my ignorance up until this point, but seeing like South Americans who look exactly like us, like I feel like there's a lot of like in Latin America, the mix, it's like you sort of get to a point where it's like you're obviously some black, like you're obviously black, but you got like you know what I'm saying? There's still Hispanic features there.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like down there, they look like straight Africans, bro. Like they just black, like, you know, and you start to realize like our perception has been shaped by what they've shown us, and I just feel like they don't show us enough of those black communities down there for us to just see like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we know there's black South Americans, but if you watch the video, bro, it's like you could have said that that is a town in Africa and you would not have known. If they wouldn't have told you where it was like that. And I just thought the song paired with the vision, like the imagery and the visuals, it was really powerful.
I'm definitely gonna go check this out. But I feel like even when I went to Costa Rica, you would see that they push the black people or the black people out to the outskirts of most places. Like they push them out far away. Like they said, the Caribbean beach, that's where most of the black people are in Costa Rica, at least.
Oh
Like
wow.
that's where a lot of the people who are of more African descent, they're that way. But that's towards the coast. That's farther out. Like I feel like inland, you were seeing a lot more people with lighter complexions. And it's purposeful. They do that on purpose. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy, but
Yeah, in Brazil, there's a like a I don't know what their version of a state would be. I think it's a province. But like, oh, it's like Baja, I think it is. I'm gonna look it up. But I was watching this guy who's his name's the Indigo Traveler on YouTube, and he goes to a bunch of places that most people wouldn't go on quote unquote vacation or they haven't seen like in the news and stuff. And he'll go and do stuff. Like he's been to Haiti, North Korea, Afghanistan, like crazy places that like I guess the average traveler wouldn't go. And he went to this place called, I think, Baja in Brazil. And essentially that was the biggest slave port in the Americas, right? Like, so the most amount of slaves, the most amount of Africans brought across the Atlantic were taken to Brazil. So that was the biggest slave port in the world at one point. And you go there, it's all black, bro. It's all black people. And when he was showing it, like, you know, it is, I guess infrastructure wise, it's not the most developed area, but it was beautiful, bro. Like seeing him, like the people he was interacting with, like that's something that I added to my list for sure. Because I think when you think of Brazil, you just think of Rio. When in reality, like Brazil there's hundreds of millions of black people in Brazil, and a lot of people don't even know that. Bahia, it's called Bahia, Brazil. Sorry, but yeah, Bahia, Brazil. Check out the song though, My Sweet Lord. If you can go watch the video because that's what we're talking about.